What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Washington Wizards, where the goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. And if I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. 80% of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed. So if y'all could hit that button, it'd really mean a lot to me, man, as I continue to try to grow this channel. But without any further ado, it's time to get into this video, man.
Let's get it.
So the Wizards ended up missing the play-in altogether, man. Just another disappointing season for a team that seems to be reluctant to hit the reset button, which I think would be the best move for them. You know, they made a few bad decisions along the way. I think signing Bradley Beal to that Supermax contract was the wrong decision because it limits you so much financially, and that's really a move you do if you're looking to compete, which obviously they haven't been doing lately. I mean, they've been a middle of the pack team in the league for a while now. So yeah, man, if I were doing this rebuild last season, I would have either traded Bradley Beal or just not re-signed him and just kind of start to hit the reset button, which again doesn't seem like the front office wants to do. But you best believe now that I'm in charge, there are some changes coming, man. Let's go and take a look at the rotation here. At the one, they got Delon Wright, who I think is a really solid point guard. They've got 2 really solid point guards, actually, in him and Monte Morris. Neither of them are really like lead guards, guys that you would really want starting for you on a competitive team, that's for sure. But they're both just really solid. As we go and take a look at the stats here, Delon Wright, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, doesn't turn the ball over much, and is shooting pretty much league average from deep, just really solid. Same for Monte Morris, who got an opportunity to start here in Washington, but I think is really better suited off the bench. That's what we saw during his time at Denver. There's no disrespect to him, man, but I just think he's one of those guys that's better off on the second unit, and a very similar playing style to Delon Wright in the sense that he's just a solid scorer who doesn't turn the ball over. Really good assist to turnover ratio. That's kind of been his thing his whole career. So yeah, man, there's definitely a lot of value for a guy like Monte Morris for teams looking to bolster their bench. Same for Delon Wright. So if we do move on from either one of them, I don't think it'd be too hard to find some teams that are interested. So at the 2, we got Bradley Beal, and yeah, man, it's that contract that I was talking about. 43 M's this season, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger throughout the next few years, man, going all the way up to 57.13 in 2026 when he's 33 years old. Gotta imagine he will not be 87 overall by then. He'll definitely be regressing, probably starting next season, something like that. And yeah, man, it's just such a big contract, especially for a guy who, no disrespect to Bradley Beal, but he's not somebody who's going to be your best player on a championship team. You know, ideally he would be your second, maybe even your third best player on a team that's winning a title. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be able to do here. Obviously, I'm going to try to get rid of Bradley Beal in his contract. It's going to be really difficult to find a trade in terms of teams that are A, capable of taking on his contract, and then B, willing to take on his contract. You know, that's going to be really tough to find. So at the 3, we got Kyle Kuzma, and if it were my decision, it'd be an easy one. I would bring Kyle Kuzma back. However, it's really up to him, man. He's on a player option, which he will decline. You got to figure because he has played really well really the past few seasons, but this year specifically, I mean, man, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting the ball a little bit below league average from deep. But still has really established himself as a solid player here. And as much as I would love to keep him, I don't think he's coming back to Washington. He's definitely a big city, big market type of guy. You know, I could see him going back to the Lakers. Honestly, if he just wants to take a bit of a pay cut, I could see him going to maybe like Miami, something like that. He does have a home there. And then maybe if he wants to go smaller market, Detroit, because he is a Flint, Michigan native. But still, I just think there's a whole lot of places that he would rather be than Washington, especially if we hit the reset button. So I'm going to try my best to re-sign him. And if I do, then maybe I'll even flip him and get something back. That would be ideal. But I think at the end of the day, he's probably going to end up just declining his option and not wanting to re-sign with us, which would be tough. At the 4, we got Kristaps Porzingis. This is somebody who's also been playing really well this season. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 38.5% shooting from deep. And then also, as you take a look at his games played over here, 65, man, actually pretty good, especially compared to the past few seasons. That's the most games he's played since his New York Knicks days, right? Yeah, since his New York Knicks days, man. So I definitely think there is some value for him. We're going to try our best to move him because, again, man, I am trying to hit the reset button. And obviously, we don't need a guy like Kristaps Porzingis if we're doing that. So we'll just see what the market is looking like for him. Then we got Daniel Gafford, our starting center, somebody who hit the ground running in Washington when he got traded from Chicago, but hasn't had the most consistent role, about 20 minutes per game. So yeah, man, 24 years old. His contract is about to kick in, his new one here. Yeah, it's about to go up from $2 mil to $12 mil. which I guess I'd be willing to pay just because I'm not going to be paying anybody else's contracts. Ideally, I will not have Bradley Beal on the books. I won't have Kristaps Porzingis on the books. That is the plan and the hope. So if that's the case, then I definitely don't mind paying Daniel Gafford and just seeing what he can do, man. Again, 24 years old. If there's something there, great. If not, then we can move on from him. We already talked about Monte Morris here. There's definitely some value in him. Then we got Corey Kispert. This is somebody who was the 15th overall pick just outside the lottery in 2021. Still have him locked up for the next 2 years on team options. So that's nice. Sharpshooter, man, 11 points per game this season, but most importantly, 42.4% shooting from deep. It really took him a while to get it going. League average his first year, but this year, this is exactly what we were expecting out of him. So 24 years old, he is an older guy, but I'm definitely going to hold on to him, and hopefully in an expanded role, if Kyle Kuzma doesn't come back, he might be able to turn into something decent for us. Then we also have Deni Avdija. He's another young guy, actually younger than Corey Kispert, despite being in the previous draft, 9th overall in 2020. The shooting is not nearly as good as Corey Kispert, obviously, but the defense is really nice, and I think a really underrated thing that doesn't get a whole lot of credit for. He's 6'9", he can guard multiple positions, and he might be somebody who ends up flourishing for us if we move on from Kristaps Porzingis, or when we move on for him, I should say. Then we also got Kendrick Nunn, somebody we got in the Rui Hachimura trade, which is a bit of a head scratcher for me. Didn't like that trade at all, especially because it was just Kendrick Nunn and some seconds. I felt like we could have gotten a little bit more, if not just hold on to Rui. But yeah, we got Kendrick Nunn here, 7 points, shooting league average from deep, about 13.7 minutes per game this combined season with both of those teams. But after the All-Star break, this is more what he was doing with the Wizards. So yeah, man, nothing too crazy here. 27 years old, doesn't really fit the timeline. So we can get anything for him, then that would be great. If not, then I guess it is what it is. We probably won't keep him for too long. We also got Jordan Goodwin. This is somebody who's 24 years old, undrafted, given some pretty solid minutes for this team, man. As you take a look at this, about 7 points, 3 assists, or I'm sorry, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah, below league average from deep, not much of a shooter, which is unfortunate in the backcourt. But still, though, somebody who made the most of his PT. Maybe there's something there, but I doubt his progression is going to be too good. As we take a look at his grades over here, what is his potential looking like? Yeah, it's a C. So unfortunately, I don't think there's a really high ceiling on him. Then we got Taj Gibson, somebody who is the old man of the group, 37 years old. There's not much to say about Taj here, man. He's here pretty much just for a veteran presence, so maybe we'll bring him back, maybe we won't. He'll probably just retire, though. Also got Anthony Gill, undrafted guy, 30 years old, not a whole lot to speak about here. Johnny Davis, man. Johnny Davis, the 10th overall pick in the most recent draft, and already has been called one of the biggest busts in recent memory. Just super unfortunate. You know, I'm going to hold out hope for him here because he is 21 years old. And what is the potential looking like in 2K? I can't imagine in real life it's very high. They still got it as a B, so maybe he will progress. I've seen a few sims where he has. I think in real life, though, I'm definitely off the bandwagon. Not like I was ever fully on it. But yeah, man, the shot just isn't there. The speed just isn't there. The physicality just isn't there. It's not really looking good so far. And he's kind of the latest example of a few misses for the Wizards in the draft. So we definitely have to do a better job of hitting on these picks moving forward in this realistic rebuild. Then we also have a pair of reserves here. We've got Isaiah Todd, 21 years old, 2nd round pick. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of him. And then Xavier Cooks, who's a little bit older, 27 years old. Yeah, not expecting a whole lot either. So that's a look at the rotation. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our 3-year game plan, which obviously will start next season because we didn't make this postseason. It's not going to count. But anyways, the goal for season number 1 is very simple, man. Trade Bradley Beal and get cap flexibility. It won't just end with Beal. I also want to move on from guys like Kristaps Porzingis. Just some big contracts, man, that we don't need right now because, again, we're trying to hit the reset button. So any sort of draft capital we can get back, young pieces would be great. But I think most importantly, man, we just have to get all of this off the book. So that is the goal for season number 1. It's pretty much just cleanse this roster, man, so we can actually get to rebuilding. For season number 2, I just want to buy low on good talent. If there's any young guys who just need a change of scenery, then we're going to try to bring them in, man, and just give them every opportunity to thrive and maybe see if there's something there. I am limiting myself to 3 trades per season, 2 trades per off season. So that's also something to keep in mind. And then for season number 3, I just want to develop the young core, man. I want to have a nice, good young core by the 3rd season. I don't think we'll win a championship in the first 3 years. It's probably going to take me a few more after that. So that's a look at the 3-year game plan. And if you guys are wondering why my voice sounds different, It's because it's the following day here. 2K has a problem going on right now where you actually can't do start today mode. It glitches out every time you try to simulate the playoffs. So luckily I did find somebody who had a somewhat realistic version of start today. The only mistake here is that the play-ins got switched up. So the Atlanta Hawks ended up being the 8 seed instead of the 7, and the Miami Heat are the 7 seed instead of the 8 seed. That's the only mistake. Either way, I don't think it'll matter too much because both of those teams should get eliminated in the first round. And it is what it is, man. I have been searching nonstop, trying to find a good enough version here. So I'm just going to take it. And either way, the playoffs does not matter to us. So let's go ahead and just simulate this thing, man, and just see how it all plays out here. As it is going to be, let's see, never mind, the Hawks actually made it out. That's just 2K being 2K, bro. So it is the Clippers and the Hawks win it all. Didn't even matter. They went through Giannis and the Bucks in the first round and went all the way to a championship, I guess. But of course, none of that concerns us, man. All I want to know is what kind of draft pick are we going to get? Let's go ahead and find out here, as we're going to get the 7th pick in the draft. Honestly, I'm not mad at it, man. I'll definitely take it. So I'm here on draft night, man, and I got to decide what player I want to get. And I think the guy I want is Anthony Black, because the Wizards have been looking for a point guard for a while now. They were hoping it would be Johnny Davis. Obviously, that didn't pan out, and I don't expect it to. I think that Anthony Black at 6'7" is just a really intriguing prospect in the backcourt. Love what I saw out of him out of Arkansas. So yeah, man, I'm going with Black. Welcome to DC. Now we're taking a look at team/player options, and just as I suspected, Kyle Kuzma is going to decline his. That's no surprise. Actually, a bit of a surprise though. Kristaps Porzingis will decline his for 36 M's. You would think he would accept that. I think I might be able to bring him back on a smaller deal, which is really nice. I'm probably going to trade him either way. I'm definitely not going to let him walk away for nothing. That is for sure. So let's go and see if we can bring back Porzingis and Kuzma, man. Porzingis has 6 offers. The biggest one is 133 M's over 4 seasons. What is that like? I don't know, like 30 like 3, something like that. We can definitely do that here. I don't really want to, but we definitely can. Again, I'm just going to flip him either way. Can't let him go for nothing. So I'm willing to give him a 5-year deal. About 34 M's is what we're going to do here. Please tell me that I'm your top offer. I am. Okay, cool. So Porzingis is going to be coming back. That's nice. And then Kyle Kuzma is willing to negotiate with us. I didn't even think he'd be willing to. He does have some offers here. The top one is 55 M's over 3 years from the Pistons, man. That's really tough because I think that's a realistic fit. You know, obviously he's a Michigan native like we mentioned earlier. So yeah, and honestly, as much as I would love to bring Kuzma back, I just don't think it's realistic. I don't think he's coming back to DC. So I'm going to let him go to Detroit, man. I think it's a realistic landing spot for him. As tough as it is to see him go, I am trying to keep this realistic, so it is what it is. So we didn't get much progression from the top guys. Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, Monte Morris, they all stay put. Daniel Gafford went up 2 to a 79. A couple 1-point increases for DeLon Wright, Corey Kispert, and Denny Avdia. And then Johnny Davis also went up 1. Shout out to him. Also Isaiah Todd. All right, man. It's time to make some moves. Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, start packing, man, because we're getting ready for season number 1 here. So I'm going to get the big trade out the way, man. I'm trying to send Bradley Beal and Isaiah Todd to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Yeah, if you're the Miami Heat, you've gone from a team that was making the finals a few years ago, and now you can't even get out the first round. This is definitely a move to try to win now. They're going to have to give up a young piece here in Tyler Hero, 23 years old, who would be a really good backcourt pairing of the future with Anthony Black. That sounds really good to me, man. We're also going to take on the contract of Duncan Robinson, 18 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. It's definitely a deal that I think the Miami Heat regret, has kind of haunted them, and we're definitely willing to just eat that contract because at the end of the day, we're not looking to be competitive for the next 2 seasons. So can we get this deal to go through right now, man? No picks, no nothing. They want Anthony Gill. They want a 2nd round pick, and they'll give us Victor Oladipo. That's not realistic. They don't want to give up Victor Oladipo. So I'll just give you Anthony Gill and the 2nd round pick, honestly. Doesn't really mean much to me. Now they're saying they don't want to take on extra salary. I mean, I'll take something else. Like, let me see what else I can do, man. They really want to give us Victor Oladipo, bro. Like, why? Why do you want to do that to yourself? You guys give us somebody else instead. Like, honestly, I'd rather you give us, like, I guess Caleb Martin, right? Let's go ahead and try that instead. Can we get this deal to work? No, just some more 2nd round picks. Okay, this is all a little bit wonky, but the essential thing here is it's Bradley Beal for Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Let's go to make this deal happen, man. Bradley Beal, Thanks for your service. And now I'm trying to get rid of Porzingis, man, and I think I'm going to try to send him to the Atlanta Hawks for John Collins and Bogdan Bogdanovic. This is a team that obviously in 2K just won a championship this past season, but in real life, this is a team that needs a lot of help, man. I definitely think a John Collins trade is long overdue. It's been something that's been rumored for years now, and hopefully a change of scenery will help him get back to his old ways, man, because yeah, this season has not been good for him. As you can see, efficiency has gone down, especially from deep. Hopefully when he comes to DC, that will go up. We'll have to see. But yeah, man, if you're the Atlanta Hawks, you're getting Kristaps Porzingis, who would be a perfect pairing here, man. You would have Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Kristaps Porzingis as your pick and pop guy, and then your rim runner would be Clint Capella at the 5. That sounds pretty elite to me. They do have to give up Bogdan Bogdanovic, but at the end of the day, he's on a 1-year deal, 31 years old, probably going to start to regress. I don't think normally they bring him back in these sims either way past this first season, so I don't think they would miss him too much. And yeah, man, I think this is a perfect trade for them. It's definitely a good trade for us to get off this Porzingis contract, which is now 5 years. Let's go ahead and see if they will accept it. They want Duncan Robinson. They'll give us Clint Capella. Bro, 2K is a crazy game, man. It really is. Like, I'm willing to give up some seconds here. It's not realistic, but I don't want Clint Capella, bro. I just don't want Clint Capella. Like, I'm willing to give up these seconds. There we go. It is what it is, man. John Collins, welcome to the team. And like I said, I'm only allowed to do 3 trades per season, 2 trades per offseason. So my final trade for this year, man, I'm going to try to send Monte Morris to the Toronto Raptors for Cam Reddish and Otto Porter Jr. I'm also going to send them Howell Neto just to make the salary work. But yeah, essentially Monte Morris would be the big get here for them. They need a backup point guard. As you can see, they really don't have one. That would be Dennis Smith Jr. So Monte Morris definitely would be an upgrade for a team that looks like it's insisting on being competitive still. Yeah, man, they don't need Cam Reddish. I don't think he'd be able to find minutes. We can definitely find some minutes for him here. As we go and take a look at this, he would probably be like our backup small forward, which is totally fine by me. Corey Kispert's going to be our starter now that Kuzma's gone. So Cam Reddish can be our guy off the bench. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can pull this trade off, man. Are they going to say yes to this? They're saying no. They want a 2nd round pick. You know what, man? Let's go ahead and do it here. And really the main reason why I did that trade is because now I can free up some starting minutes for Anthony Black, man. I'm going to throw him into the fire and see what's there. Like I said, I really like that backcourt duo of him and Tyler Hero. And honestly, the rest of the team is looking pretty solid as well. We got Corey Kispert, we got John Collins, and we have Daniel Gafford as our starting 5. Then off the bench, we have Denny Avdija, we got Cam Reddish, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic, we have DeLon Wright, and we have Caleb Martin. Yeah, it's not a team that's going to be competitive, that is for sure. But at the end of the day, that's totally fine by me, man. I think we have a pretty solid young core here. Let's go ahead and just simulate this regular season and see how it plays out. All right, man, so we finished 24-58 on the season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP. Don't see that too often, but that's pretty cool. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year on the Spurs. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Is any of this going to concern us? Yeah, didn't really think so, which is totally fine. We're expecting to be bad this season, and it looks like we did that. Are we going to get like a rookie team here? Actually, Anthony Black, all defensive 2nd team. Hey, that's pretty crazy, man. And he also gets all rookie 1st team. Yeah, we're going to take a look at the stats here in a second, but that's really encouraging because obviously that's our guy, man. That's our future right there. So we were 24-58, like I mentioned, the worst record in the league, man, which is exactly what we want. We want to be terrible. So our leading scorer was Tyler Hero, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yeah, man, shot the ball efficiently, 45% from deep. That's pretty crazy. Anthony Black also did his thing, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Shot the ball not too well from deep. That's still coming along, but that's totally fine. Overall, we are not a very good 3-point shooting team. It's like John Collins still struggling. Cam Reddish also didn't do too well. Obviously, Daniel Gafford doesn't shoot much. Yeah, man, it is what it is. We wanted to be bad, and that's totally fine. I'm hoping to get some more progression out of John Collins, though, because 13 points, 7 rebounds. That's good, but I am going to mess around with shot tendency heading into next season. I probably should have done that this year. I've had a few people comment saying that I need to do that, so I'll make those changes off camera. I'm going to give a higher shot tendency to like John Collins, definitely to Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, because those are the guys that I really want to develop. Then we also got Cam Reddish here. He did his thing, 12 points. That's really solid. Denny Avdia, nothing too crazy here, 8 and 6 off the bench. And then also Johnny Davis, can't forget about him. He played in one game and had 1 minute, so shout out to him. All right, man, let's go ahead and just simulate this playoffs. Honestly, it does not matter to me. All that matters is that draft lottery, where hopefully we will get another top pick in the draft, maybe even number 1, man. Let's go ahead and find out here as the Hawks win the championship. Shout out to them, man. Kristaps Porzingis got himself a ring. That's pretty cool. So we're tied for the top pick in the draft here, 14%. It says it's going to the Thunder, but it's, I think, top 12 protected. So we are going to be holding on to that. Let's go ahead and take this thing pick by pick, man, because this is a very big moment for us. If I can get like a top 3 pick, then I would be ecstatic here, as it looks like we're going to get that. This is an auto-generated draft, so obviously I don't know any of these prospects. I've just been having the scouting on auto. But hey, man, it looks like we have a top 2 pick. Do we have the number 1 pick? And we do. Let's get it, man. We have hit the lottery, as we're going to get the top pick in the upcoming draft. It says it's going to the Thunder. Don't believe it, because that is going to us here. Let me make sure of that real quick. Yeah, man, so from everything I'm seeing, this pick is top 12 protected. This pick is ours, man. I do have trade override turned on here, and normally I would just give them a 2nd round pick, but I don't have any because I had to do them in all of those previous trades. So I'm just going to give them this guy here, Zydrunas, if I don't know. I don't want to butcher his name, but yeah, he's pretty much just a two-way guy. I'm sure the Thunder will end up cutting him. I'll actually go make sure they do that off camera. Yeah, man, let's go ahead and make this trade happen. The first overall pick is going to DC. So I'm here at the draft, and honestly, man, this one is no contest. There's a guy here, Irvin Kent, a 6'10 small forward / power forward, 19 years old, and they're saying he can be LeBron James Hall of Fame, man. That's his ceiling. He could also just be a starter, but at the end of the day, I will take LeBron James potential every day of the week, man. This is an easy decision. Welcome to the team. So Kent is an 80 overall, like we said, 19 years old, out of LSU. What is the potential looking like? That's really what I care about. And it's an A-, man. We got an absolute stud. I'm hyped. Let's keep it moving, man. So we're going to bring back Corey Kispert here, Caleb Martin, and Johnny Davis, even though he didn't get minutes for us. Scratch that. He got 1 minute for us. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring him back here because I'm not going to let any of these guys walk for the free. If anything, I will trade them. Denny Avdia, we are going to extend the qualifying offer as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at free agency now. So the only guys I got to bring back are Bogdan Bogdanovic and DeLon Wright. Let's go ahead and do that, man. Bogdanovic was on a $21 million deal, I think, but that has expired, and now he's 31 years old. I'm just going to give him the minimum, man, and definitely looking to trade him as well, since obviously he doesn't fit our timeline. Then I'm bringing back DeLon Wright, another veteran here, probably somebody who will get traded if he doesn't regress too much. That is the hope, and honestly, that's all that we got to do. Let's keep it moving. So Tyler Hero stays put at an 86. That's a bit disappointing. John Collins, though, he does go up 1 to an 83. Daniel Gafford goes up 1 to an 80. The big news here, though, is that Anthony Black is up 5 to an 80, man. We love to see it. The young core looking pretty nice. Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, and now Irvin Kent in the mix. That's a pretty nice big three for the future, if you ask me. We also got a slight upgrade here from Corey Kispert, 79 overall. He went up 1. Bogdan Bogdanovic goes down 1. Not the worst. I think he still has some trade value. Nothing too crazy. But on a small deal like that, there's definitely a team that could use some scoring off the bench. I think that would be a pretty easy move to make. Then we also got Denny Avdia up 1. Caleb Martin up 1. Cam Reddish up 1. Not too much progression, which is a bit disappointing. Johnny Davis, though, up 2, man, making his case for RPT. And then also DeLon Wright down 1 to a 77. Duncan Robinson down 1. That's totally fine. But let's get into year number 2, man, where we got a few more moves to make. All right, guys, so I'm going to try to send Bogdanovic to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 2026 first-round pick. 1, they need some guard play very badly off the bench because they really don't have any other options. And 2, they have so many picks, man, that they can definitely afford to get rid of one here for Bogdan Bogdanovic, who, like I said, would be a spark plug off the bench for somebody here in the league. I think the Thunder would be a really nice fit. So let's go and see if they will accept this trade, and they will. Done deal, man. And this is a pretty small trade, but I'm trying to send DeLon Wright to the Pelicans here for Terry Taylor and a 2nd round pick. I'm not getting a whole lot in return. Pretty much, though, I'm just trying to free up some backup point guard minutes for none other than Johnny Davis, man, who is now a 76 overall. Maybe there's something there. Either way, we're a bad team, so I'm just looking to give these guys opportunities. If Johnny turns out to be something solid for us, even though it's not realistic in real life, I will definitely take it here. So yeah, man, we're going to send DeLon Wright somewhere where he can compete. Hopefully, if the Pelicans will accept this trade, they're saying no. They just want to do a pick swap. You know what, man? I'm feeling like a nice guy today. Let's go to make that happen. And I guess you can call this a three-teamer, man, but I'm trying to get Isaiah Jackson here from the Indiana Pacers. I'm throwing in this 2026 first-round pick that we just got from the Clippers. Now, normally I wouldn't be giving up draft capital, but I said I want to buy low on young prospects, man, who could use a change in scenery. I think Ajax definitely could here, at least in terms of this rebuild and what's been going on here in this timeline. They obviously have Miles Turner, but then they also brought in Xavier Tillman, another relatively young guy, and then apparently they brought in this guy, Antonis Papadopoulos, I guess is how you pronounce that. Yeah, 4th overall pick in the 2024 draft. So this is definitely a guy who is going to be a part of their future. And I just think that Ajax is going to be the odd man out. So we can bring him over here to Washington, where he's going to have an opportunity to start right away. He would replace Daniel Gafford, who I like. But at the end of the day, he's not going to be our guy of the future. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and see if they will accept this trade here. And they will. Isaiah Jackson, welcome to the team. And yeah, man, I think that's going to do it here for year number 2. Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, Irvin Kent, John Collins, and now Isaiah Jackson rounding out the starting lineup. Looks pretty solid to me. Off the bench, we still have Corey Kispert, Daniel Gafford now, Denny Avdia, Cam Reddish, and Johnny Davis, man, getting some minutes here. 10 of them things. Let's see what he can do with it. I feel pretty good about this team, man. I think we've managed to build a pretty solid young core. We just got to see how it all plays out. So let's go ahead and simulate this regular season and see what it's looking like. Alright guys, so I didn't see what our record was. We're going to find that out together here. First, let's take a look at these awards. Darius Garland, MVP. Irvin Kent, Rookie of the Year. We like to see it, man. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, we're going to take a better look at the stats here in a second, but that is really good. That's really the big one that we wanted, as we didn't get anything else here, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything here on the All-NBA teams? I think we got Anthony Black on a defensive team last season, and we get it again. All defensive second team. We like to see it, man. And Irvin Kent, all rookie first team. I don't know why I'm surprised he won the Rookie of the Year award. So yeah, man, makes sense to me. Let's take a look at the standings now. We are the number 8 seed. Okay, so we did make the play-in, 38 and 44. I was kind of hoping we'd be worse, but at the end of the day, a little play-in experience doesn't hurt anybody, so I'll take it. Our leading scorer was Tyler Hero, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting that ball, yeah, ridiculously well once again. Anthony Black is up to 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists now. Yeah, man. Shots still coming along, especially from deep, but that's definitely solid. John Collins, yeah, still a project as well. 2K really did him dirty with his 3-point shot, man, because as you guys can see, this is the current season in real life. Before that, man, he has been an above league average shooter for the past, what, like 3 seasons? He had a drop off and he has not been able to fully recover from it. Although I guess this is progress, 32.7%. We'll take it, I guess, whatever. Corey Kispert, 10 points. Isaiah Jackson, 10 and 7. That's nice. Hopefully he becomes something pretty solid for us as we take a look at the rest of the stats here. Johnny Davis, man, 7 points, 2 boards. Didn't shoot great. Yeah, but it is what it is. He got some PT. All right, man. We're here in the play-in going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go ahead and see who they have on the squad. It's LaMelo Ball, DeJounte Murray now. Interesting. Cameron Whitmore, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and Mark Williams. All right. We're just going to go ahead and just simulate this thing, man, as we lose it. Now we're going to be going up against the Nets, and we got eliminated. All right. I don't really mind that too much, man. To be honest, I didn't even want to make the playoffs. But yeah, they got a little bit of playing experience. That's cool, as it is the Hawks and Rockets. So the Hawks lost DeJounte Murray, and it still doesn't matter. They win again. Bro, 2K just loves the Hawks. That's going to be a really tough team to beat, man. So we ended up getting the 14th pick in the draft, man. I'm not mad at it. It's in the lottery. Let's go to draft night. So I'm here at the 13th pick in the draft, and look what I found, man. Stevie McNeil, Michael Jordan, Hall of Fame potential. So last year's draft was LeBron James potentially. This year we might get Michael Jordan. Pretty crazy. 6'9", shooting guard / small forward out of Michigan State. Yeah, man, this is a pretty easy pick here. Let's go ahead and make that happen. So John Collins has declined his player option, 26.5 mil, just about. He's probably going to be asking for more, man. I'm going to try to bring him back, but we'll see what that asking price is looking like. Anthony Black, Johnny Davis, definitely bringing them back. And Duncan Robinson has accepted his player option, as you would expect. Enjoy it, my boy, because this is probably going to be the last NBA contract that he gets. So, well. So John Collins is sitting here in free agency, and it looks like he should have taken his player option because he's not going to get 26 mil, whatever it was. Yeah, man, we're going to knock this thing down here, which is really good for us. It's going to save us some money, and I'm going to try to get this thing to like under 20, honestly. Can I get it to like 19.99 because I'm petty? Let's go ahead and see. Yes, we can. I also have to bring back Cam Reddish. He's only asking for about 4.5, just a little bit over that. Has no offer, so we're going to knock that thing down as well. And honestly, man, if I can get him on like a 3-year deal, I know he's not as interested in it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that because eventually he's going to ask for some more money as he progresses. So if I can lock him up for like a $3.75 million deal over 3 seasons, I think that's a pretty good move. And then the last guy we need to bring back is Deni Avdija, who was going to be on an absolute steal, man. No offers, only expecting about 7 M's. Yeah, I'm going to lock this thing up for like 5 years if I can. If I can get this on an absolute steal, then I will. 5.5 M's, easy deal. So Tyler Hero continues to stay put at an 86. It's a bit disappointing, but we got a lot of other guys progressing, man. Anthony Black and Irvin Kent both going up 4 to an 84 overall. We like to see that. John Collins up 1 to an 84. That's nice. Daniel Gafford stays put. Corey Kispert goes up 1 to an 80. Isaiah Jackson up 1 to a 79. Johnny Davis, man, continues to improve, up 3 to a 78. At this point, he is definitely in the rotation. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So shout out to him. We got some pretty stagnant guys here in Deni Avdija, Cam Reddish. So that is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And then Duncan Robinson on the last year of his deal. Can't wait to get that off the books. But all right, let's go into season number 3, man, where I'm still not expecting to compete for a championship. That's for sure. It's going to take me a few extra years, man, but that's fine. Let's get into it. And honestly, man, I think I'm good with just staying put this season. We got Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, Irvin Kent, John Collins, and Isaiah Jackson. I really don't want to do anything to disrupt that because I think all of these guys are going to be progressing pretty well. Maybe not John Collins, 28 years old. But still, though, I feel like this is a pretty good young core here, young-ish. And I think I just want to keep it the same. I don't want to make any major moves. And off the bench, I don't want to make a whole lot of moves either, man. Corey Kispert is back, Daniel Gafford, Johnny Davis, Deni Avdija, and Cam Reddish. It's still a group here that I think is going to continue to progress just like the starting lineup. So we got a little bit of playing experience last season. Let's see if we can build off it and make the playoffs this time. So Victor Wembanyama is now winning MVPs. That's very scary for the league. As we take a look at the rest of this here, does any of this here concern us? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Oh well. Let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Do we have anybody on the All-NBA teams? It doesn't look like we do for that either. Oh well, man. There's no All-Rookie second team. Yeah, we didn't give our rookie any minutes. So we're the number 3 seed, man. I didn't take a look at our record here. Let's go ahead and check that out. As we are 51-31. That's pretty good. I'm not going to lie, man. Best team in the league is the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, OG Anunoby now. AJ Griffin, Kristaps Porzingis still there. And then Naz Reid. All right, let's go and take a look at the stats now. Our leading scorer was Tyler Hero. Only 19 points this time around. We got a pretty well-balanced group here. But he also had 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Still shooting the ball well. Yeah, still shooting the ball well. Anthony Black, first time he has shot above league average from deep in his career, so that's really nice to see. Yeah, man, that's a really good increase, and he's also above 50% shooting from the floor as well. I did adjust some of the shot tendencies off camera, I think, before the start of last season. So yeah, it looks like that's paying off. Anthony Black was one of the guys that I boosted a lot. Irvin Kent, our sophomore guy, our quote-unquote LeBron James, is averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Black was 17, 5, and 9. Yeah, man, this is a pretty good duo for the future. John Collins, 14 points, 6 rebounds. I mean, it's still nothing crazy. Although the 3-point shot is getting better slowly but surely, man. 34.1%. We like to see it. And what we like even more, Johnny Davis, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Give this man most improved, man. He's doing his thing. Is he shooting better? He's pretty much shooting the league average from deep, man. Yeah, give this man most improved. He deserves it. That's really cool to see. Daniel Gafford still doing his thing off the bench, actually outplaying Isaiah Jackson. I want Isaiah Jackson to be our starter, but at the end of the day, if he's getting outplayed by Daniel Gafford, let's see, 12 and 9 per 36. And Gafford, yeah, nah. All right, we're starting Daniel Gafford. Now that we're here in the playoffs, man, we got to do what we got to do as we take a look at the rest of the stats here. Nothing crazy from like Corey Kispert, Cam Reddish, Deni Avdija. But yeah, man, I'm going to make that change right now here. Let me go ahead and do that. There we go. Daniel Gafford is back in the starting lineup, and I think that's all that we need to do, man. Let's go ahead and simulate the plan. We are going up against the Detroit Pistons. Who do they have on the squad? It's Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Kyle Kuzma, who we let walk, ended up back in his home state. Shout out to him. And then Patrick Williams and James Wiseman. Okay, but let's go ahead and keep it moving, man, as we are going to simulate this thing game by game and just see how it all plays out. As we win the first game, that's nice. We're up 2-0. Okay, 3-0. All right. Hey, man, clean sweep in the first round. We won our first playoff series in a while, at least in this realistic rebuild first time. We're going up against the Cavs now. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this. I'm not going to lie to you. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Matisse Thybulle, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. All right, I'm going to shorten the rotation because I'm not even going to mess around with it, man. I really want to see just how far we can go here in the postseason. I'm not expecting us to win this series, but if we can give them a little bit of a fight, then that would be nice. We're going to take away minutes from Cam Reddish. It is what it is, man. I need some more minutes for some of these guys like Tyler Hero. I need a lot more minutes, man. Let me go ahead and do that here. I'm going to bump this up like that. Yep, Anthony Black needs some more minutes as well. So let's go ahead and just shorten this thing, man. Got to shorten the bench down. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it like that. And we'll give some more minutes to Anthony Black, Irvin Kent, Tyler Hero. All right, that's about as good as it's going to get. Can we get out of this series? I doubt it, but let's find out as we win the first game. Okay, it's 1-1 now. Yeah, 2-1. Okay, 2-2. We're battling back. Okay, man, we are right here. What's the scoreboard looking like, or the box score, I should say? How are the guys doing? Who's performing? Who's not? I think it's Johnny Davis who needs to get the minutes shortened. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, I think it's Johnny Davis, man, as we're gonna knock that down to like 13, and I need some more minutes for like Tyler Hero getting up to 40. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. Let me do a little bit more like that. All right, man. Are we gonna be able to get out of this thing? Can we force a game 7, I should say? Let's go ahead and find out right now. We're in DC as we lose the first quarter. We tie there in the second quarter. Okay, we're hanging around, making it close. Can we make a late run? No, we can't. Okay. Hey, man, we gave them a fight, which at the end of the day is pretty good if you ask me, especially because they actually made the finals here and they won it all. All right, I feel pretty good about that, man. That is definitely a year of progression as we head into season number 4, man, where it's time to compete for a title. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at team/player options. Anthony Black, Irvin Kent, best believer, bringing those boys back. Yeah, man. Qualifying offers, Johnny Davis. That's an easy one as well. He is definitely part of the rotation now. As we take a look at free agency, who do we have to bring back? And it looks like the only guy is Isaiah Jackson. Luckily, he's not asking for too much money, man. About 10.5, 3-year deal. Let's go ahead and do that, man. So Tyler Hero continues to stay put at an 86. Disappointing, man. I really wanted him to be our guy, but we got a couple other guys, Irvin Kent and Anthony Black. Both of them are up to. Both of them are an 86 overall. So we have a really nice trio, man. I'm not mad at it. Then we also have John Collins staying put. Johnny Davis, man, up 3 to an 81. I don't know how realistic it is, but it's out of my hands. He's progressing, and I'm not going to stop it for sure. He's going to be a nice guy off the bench for us, without a doubt. Daniel Gafford, Corey Kispert, they stay put at an 80. Isaiah Jackson up 1 to an 80. Stevie McNeil, okay, this is our Michael Jordan, I guess, if you want to call him that. He went up 2 to a 79 despite not playing last season. Definitely going to get some minutes this time around, as I guess our backcourt off the bench would be Johnny Davis at the 1 and Stevie McNeil at the 2. Unless we make some moves, man, I'm not ruling anything else out here, as we see Cam Reddish up 1. Denny Avdia stays put. Yeah, man, it's season number 4. It is serious. Let's go to make some moves and let's win a title. So here's what I'm thinking, man. The Chicago Bulls have Jared Allen on the team. I'm not sure why, but they do. And if I had to guess, they'd be hitting the reset button right around now, because they don't have Zach LaVine anymore. They don't have Nikola Vucevic. They do have DeMar DeRozan, although he's 37 years old, 78 overall. So yeah, man, it's time to look towards the future. Jared Allen does not fit the timeline. And they also have 2 young centers here. One of them being Randy Richardson, 3rd overall pick in 2024, and then also Usman Garuba, who's just 24 years old. So yeah, it just doesn't seem like they need Jared Allen, man. I'm going to try to snag him here. The only problem is he's making 25 M's, just a little bit over that. I'm going to give them Isaiah Jackson, who I realize is another center, but he can at least play the 4, as you can see here. So they do have some use for him, and he is younger. He fits the timeline. I really wanted him to be my center of the future. He didn't even win the starting spot against Daniel Gafford, and we're trying to win now, man. I've been looking for that starting center for a while. Jared Allen would definitely be that guy. So we still got some money to make up, man. And honestly, I don't know how we're going to do this. Like, am I going to have to give up Johnny Davis, bro? I really don't want to, but this does make sense. You know, he's younger, I guess promising at this point. The Bulls would definitely take that. And I got to throw in some more here, man. Like, I'm really gutting my bench at the end of the day. Corey Kispert, we'd have to do that as well just to make the salary match. You guys give us somebody else here, like maybe Malik Beasley. All right, so the money does match up, man. I'm ruining my bench, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, man, we're trying to win a championship, and I do have 2 more trades that I can do after this. So I'm definitely not done. I'll fix the bench here later on. But yeah, Jarrett Allen would be a big move here. Can we get this deal done without any picks? I'm giving you, what is this, 3 youngish guys here? Johnny Davis declines his no trade clause. Bro, are you serious, Johnny? Are you really going to do that to us, bro? I would give you guys like Denny Avdia, but now the money doesn't match up, right? Okay, it's going to be a huge haul here, but I will also give you guys, let's go ahead and say Courtney Cardinal, the rookie who I didn't even want. You guys give us something else here. Give us somebody not too valuable, ideally. Let's go ahead and see an undrafted guy. Totally fine. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. What about second round pick? Yeah, we'll do that, man. This is a lot, but hey, man, we got to do what we got to do. They're saying no here. I'd be willing to give up a pick. I do have a few of them here. Let's go ahead and see. There we go. Jarrett Allen, welcome to the team. Not a bad return for the Bulls if you ask me, man. And it definitely is worth it for us if we can win the championship, which is what we're trying to do. We got Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, Irvin Kent, John Collins, and Jarrett Allen. That is definitely a championship starting 5. Off the bench, though, need some help as we're going to make this a 10-man rotation. Let's go ahead and check this out. They actually want to start Johnny Davis over Tyler Hero. Yeah, not going to do that, bro. So off the bench, we have Johnny Davis here. Then we got Daniel Gafford, Stevie McNeil. This is our Michael Jordan guy. That's just what I'm calling them at this point. Him and the LeBron guy. Then we also got Malik Beasley and Cam Reddish. So off the top of my head, this is our backup point guard. We got our backup like shooting guard. Our backup small forward will be one of these guys. And then our backup center is Gafford. So we definitely need a backup power forward. And then we'll pretty much be set. And I think I'm going to end up trading probably Malik Beasley. It'll kind of just be like a 3-team trade essentially. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flip him here for a power forward. Let's see what's out there. And actually, man, I'm just going to go to free agency and sign Trey Lyles, 30 years old, 78 overall. What's he been doing lately? Last season, I think it was 10 points, 6 rebounds, shot the ball above league average from deep. He's done that the past 3 years. I feel pretty good about just doing that. He's definitely a veteran guy as well, which is nice. We need that. Just a 1-year veteran minimum. Let's go to make it happen. Let's go ahead and simulate this season and hopefully we can win a championship. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I didn't see our record, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Anthony Black, MVP. That's insane. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. Let's get it, man. We'll take a better look at all the stats here in a second. But yeah, that's a big one without a doubt. We have the MVP. Do we have the best record in the league? Let's go ahead and see. Wes Unseld, man, 69-13. Also got exec of the year. I'm guessing that means we have the best record in the league. We'll find that out here in a bit. But yeah, all NBA first team for Anthony Black. Man, that is that's definitely very reassuring, as I'm hoping to win it all this year, man, and end this rebuild. As we see Anthony Black also getting all defensive second team. He's gotten that a few times. Shout out to him. All right, man, let's go ahead and check this thing out here. We are the top team in the Eastern Conference, of course. How are we looking in the standings? 69-13, like we said. Best competition is the Detroit Pistons, second best record in the league. Scoot Henderson, Jaden Ivey, Josh Minot, Patrick Williams, and James Wiseman. I guess Cade Cunningham off the bench, despite being their highest overall player. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I feel really good about this season, man. This is the year for us, as we already saw Anthony Black's stats. And actually, he's not even our leading scorer. Irvin Kent, our quote-unquote LeBron James, 18 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, shooting the ball pretty well, man, pretty well. Tyler Hero still doing his thing as well. But this is a really well-balanced team, man. I mean, 18 points for Kent, 18 points for Black. We got 18 for Hero, 17 for Allen, 15 for Johnny Davis, man. Continues to do his thing, which is crazy. And even John Collins chipping in a nice little 13 and 6. We round up around here. Yeah, man, above league average from deep, man. We like to see it. John Collins finally, Johnny Davis as well. Man, this is the year. This is the year for us as we're going up against the Toronto Raptors. Who do they have on the squad? They got Delano Banton, Asar Thompson, Cam Johnson, Pascal Siakam, and Jakob Poeltl. It's a solid team, but we're better, man. Let's breeze through this thing here as we win the very first game. We win the second game, 2-1. Okay, 3-1. I was gonna say, yeah, gentlemen sweep. Let's get it. We're now going up against the Orlando Magic. Who did they have on the squad? They got the other Thompson twin. They got Amen Thompson now here with Ricky Council IV, Scotty Barnes in the mix. Okay, Paolo Banchero and Nikola Vucevic back in town. This is an interesting squad. I think we can beat them though in like 5 or 6, honestly. As we win the very first game, 1-1. Okay, 2-1 us. Okay, 3-1. Gentlemen sweep. Gentlemen sweep, man. Here we are in the conference finals going up against the 7 seed. Okay, the Boston Celtics, Spencer Dinwiddie, Josh Giddey, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams III, and Walker Kessler. I really wanted to get one of those centers off camera. I tried it. However, Walker Kessler had a no trade clause, wasn't able to get him, and then I didn't have enough money or like salary filler to get Robert Williams III. But the idea was they wouldn't be able to play both of them together. I guess they're doing that here, which is not good, because everybody knows, anyone who plays 2K knows that the 2 center cheese is elite. But can we still beat them, man? As we win the very first game, okay, 2-0, okay. Bro, this is our year. This is our year, man. The Washington Wizards are in the finals going up against the OKC Thunder, who I'm very afraid of because, yeah, they have Karl Anthony Towns, man. I saw it off camera. They traded away the first overall pick to get Cat. They still have Jalen Williams off the bench, which is pretty crazy. I thought about maybe trading for him, but as somebody who lives in Oklahoma City, there's no way under any circumstance that man is getting traded anytime soon. So I decided to just not even touch that. But yeah, the team is looking like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Terquavion Smith, Michael Porter Jr., Karl Anthony Towns, and Chet Holmgren. All right, man, let's go and take this thing game by game. I haven't even shortened the rotation. Am I going to need to, though? 1-1 here. Okay, yeah, nah. I'm going to shorten this thing, man. I am going to shorten this thing down to a 9-man rotation, as you best believe. We're going to win it all this year. I'm not starting Johnny Davis, bro. I'm not going to do it, okay? Give some more minutes to Tyler Hero. Quit playing, bro. Quit playing. As Malik Beasley is now losing minutes. Trey Lyles as well. You know what, man? Let's just go ahead and take it all off, man.
What?
I didn't mean it like that. I promise you. Pause. All right. Yeah, we're taking all the minutes away from Trey Lyles. And that gives us like 9 more here to use. We're going to give some more to Tyler Hero. We're going to give some more to, I think, our rookie, bro. Or not our rookie, but our Michael Jordan guy, because he is somebody who is progressing pretty well. The per 36 is looking nice. We're going to give him some more minutes. Maybe not all the minutes, though. We can knock it down like that here. And then I need some more minutes for like, yeah, I need some more minutes for Anthony Black. Need some more minutes for Irvin Kent. Need some more minutes for Tyler Hero as well, bro. Yeah, I got a couple of things I need to do. I don't want to take any minutes away from Johnny Davis, bro, because I think that the 2K sim loves this man. So we're going to do it like that, man. Is that enough to win this championship? Let's go ahead and find out here as we're down 3-1, bro. I think we're just going to run it. Let's go ahead and simcast this thing. See if we can make it a series, as we have blown them out that first quarter. Yeah, we're not losing this game, bro. We are not going to lose this game here. As it got a little close. Not really. Okay. 3-2, man. Let's just keep it running. Let's keep it running right now while we have momentum. And maybe I'll make some changes for game 7 if we force it. But honestly, with the way that we're playing, bro, like, we're blowing these boys out right now. Okay. Hey, man, I think that's it. I don't need to make any changes. Let's go ahead and see game 7 here against the Thunder. It's back and forth in the first quarter. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't lose this game. Don't lose this game, bro. Please don't do this to me. Come on. Oh, we're here. We're here and we lost, bro. They just got me so excited for no reason whatsoever. Tough, bro. We lost by 2. Man, that's so brutal. All right, on to the next season. So I'm just going to speed run this offseason, man. Our pick is going to be going to the Bulls from that Jarrett Allen trade. So let's just go ahead and skip the draft. Irvin Kent, Stevie McNeil, best believe we're picking up their options here. We're also extending the qualifying to Tyler Hero and Anthony Black. And now we got to re-sign some guys, man. Jarrett Allen, let's go ahead and see what he's asking for. He has no offers. So you best believe I'm going to knock that thing down, man. I'm going to get this thing down to about like, I don't know, maybe like 35.5 would be ideal. I'm probably going to shorten the length of the deal here. So yeah, 35.5. Let's go ahead and see if I make that a 3-year deal. There we go. And then it's time for Johnny Davis to get paid, man. No offers. He has definitely earned it. He has become a fan favorite here in Washington, probably from the complete opposite of that in real life to now a fan favorite. If I can get this down to like 12.99, yeah, that's a steal. So Anthony Black is now officially our best player, up 3 to an 89. Irvin Kent not far behind him, up 2 to an 88. Jared Allen, Tyler Hero, they stay put. John Collins up 1 to an 85. Stevie McNeil, man, up 5 to an 84. We like to see it. Johnny Davis still going up. He's up 1 to an 82. And then Daniel Gafford and Cam Reddish staying put. So we only have 9 guys on the roster. I'm going to let the CPU fill out the rest of it. And then I'll probably look for, I guess, like a backup power forward is all we would need. That was Trey Lyles last year. Didn't bring him back because he was going to regress too much. But we'll find a replacement. So I think it's time, man. We're going to start Michael Jordan and LeBron James here. It's finally time to pair them up here in the starting lineup. Yeah, Stevie McNeil is an 85 overall. I mean, he's higher than John Collins. So we're just going to go ahead and make that switch happen, man. We moved Kent to the 4, and then we moved McNeil from the 2 to the 3. He actually went up 1 overall. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good starting 5. Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, Stevie McNeil, Irvin Kent, and Jared Allen. Off the bench now, we have our backup power forward in John Collins. We got Johnny Davis, Daniel Gafford, Cam Reddish, and then we could probably use like a backup point guard, maybe shooting guard. Right now it's Dorian Finney-Smith as our 10th man. That's just somebody that the CPU signed, but I think what I really want is a guard, so let me look around. And I'm just going to keep it simple. Terrence Mann is sitting here in free agency, 79 overall. We'll definitely take that. That's all there is to it, man. The team is looking really nice here. Let's go ahead and head into season number, what is this, 5 now? Yeah, man, it's time to win a championship. Let's get into it. All right, man, so we were dominant once again, 69-13, but that means nothing if we don't win this championship. Let's take a very quick look at the awards here. Does any of this concern us here? Stevie McNeil, man, we gave him the starting spot, and look what he did with it. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. We like to see it. Shooting the ball really well from deep, man. 50, 40, 90 is crazy. All right. That's really nice. We definitely made the right decision. We got a new coach in town, I guess, Owen Cooper. Shout out to him. 69-13. Also got exec of the year. All right, let's keep it moving here. All NBA 13 for Anthony Black. Won MVP last season. Now down to 13. He's slacking, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is a really encouraging sign so far. All defensive second team for Black. Once again for like I think the 3rd, 4th time. Yeah, man, I'm feeling pretty good about this here, as we are the top team in the Eastern Conference. Of course, let's take a very quick look at the standings here. Biggest competition was, I guess it's the Indiana Pacers, 59-23. Tyrese Halliburton, MVP, with Amari Bailey, Benedict Mathurin, Gregory Jackson Jr., and now Jalen Duren. Okay, interesting, man. Let's take a very quick look at the stats here, and then we'll get into this game, man, or into this playoff run, I should say, because I just want to wrap this thing up, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It is 3 o'clock in the morning right now. Anthony Black, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists. Yeah, still doing his thing, man. Shooting that ball well. We got a lot of guys that are. All right, cool. So we got John Collins now way above league average. We'll take that as well. Yeah, man, the guys are hooping. That's all you need to know. Make sure to pause it if you want. But we're trying to win this championship. Let's get into it right now, as they're going up against the Toronto Raptors. Who did they have on the squad? Tyus Jones, Gary Trent Jr., Taylor Hendricks, Pascal Siakam, and Clint Capella. All right, man, let's go ahead and sweep these boys. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Let's just make some quick work here. 2-0, 2-1. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, don't let me jinx it. Gentlemen sweep, we'll take it. I've got a bad habit of that, man. Sometimes I will jinx it, but not that time. We're going up against the Brooklyn Nets now. Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Hunter, Jonathan Kuminga, and Kyle Filipowski. All right, let's go ahead and get into this thing game by game. We win the very first game, the second game, 2-1. Okay, 2-2, man. We are shortening the rotation, as I'm not going to mess around with this. 9 man, what do they want to do? Anthony Black, Tyler Hero, same starting lineup. Cool, makes sense. Sometimes they want to start Johnny Davis, which I'm not mad at giving Johnny some more minutes, but a starting role, I don't know about that, man. I need to get the stars up to like the 40-minute range. That is the main objective here. All right, let's go and roll with it, man. Game number 5 against the Brooklyn Nets. We win it, okay, and we're out of there. Nice. So now we are going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is the second best team in the league. We already saw the lineup here. Let's get into it, man. Can we beat this team? If we can, then I feel pretty good about our title chances. 2-0, okay. 2-1, all right. 2-2, man. Let's see. Please don't go down 3-2. There we go. Okay, come on, man. Let's end this thing right now. There we go. All right. We're here in the NBA Finals now, going up against the Portland Trailblazers, it looks like. Who do they have on the squad? It's Jordan Poole, Anthony Edwards. That's a really interesting backcourt. Bilal Coulibaly, I guess. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Alperen Sengun. Interesting. Alrighty, man. Let's go ahead and take this thing game by game as we win the very first game, the second game, the third game. And there we go, man. The Washington Wizards finally have won a championship. This took me, what, 5 years, man? I think that's the longest I've ever had to do in any of these realistic rebuilds, which is realistic because the Wizards need a lot of help, man. But we did that today. Anthony Black was a big part of it. Finals MVP, man. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists. Shout out to him. Now a 90 overall. Yeah, man, this took a lot of work, but we brought a title to DC. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. 80% of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed, so if y'all could hit that button, it really mean a lot to me, man, as I continue to try to grow this channel. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.